How often? So I was speaking to somebody else recently, and they were saying that like every vocal they ever record is always layered 3 times, even if it only sounds like one vocal. Do you guys always layer vocals?
No, I mean, I feel like we don't take like a singular approach to anything. Like
Okay.
we just kind of see what it needs. Um, I mean, most of the time, like, just as a general way that we do it, I guess, like usually vocals, it's like just for like one lead and then, some ad libs or BGVs. And then usually the chorus has like a couple lead stacks with the lead and then all the BGVs stacked on it and stuff. So that's just kind of like how we usually
BGVs
do it.
is quite the term. I love that one. I haven't
No,
I
yeah.
haven't used it. Obviously, background vocal
I
is what it
like
means, but it's a fun way to say it.
BGV.
BGVs, yeah, you sound cool when you say it.
But yeah, that I mean, usually the chorus is where we stack a couple
Yeah.
times, but I feel like less is more. Usually, that's just what we found. Like, just if the song's good, then just one vocal, and then
Wow. Yeah. Less is more. Amen to that. Yeah, absolutely. That's a good point.
yeah, you know what? And that back to your question, that is something that I feel like I've learned, and I wish I would have known before. Like, less is more for everything, and like I feel like I'm like continually learning that. Like, as long as like in the production in particular, as long as like the sounds are cool that you're picking, like you don't need to do much, and it's super easy to do a lot, but less is more. I feel like that's something I definitely learned a lot of recently. So
Amen to that, man. Absolutely. I think that one of the things I've been talking about it for a while. One of the things I need to do is I've been having this idea of doing like the 12 12 12. Like it's like the 12 track album of only 12 tracks allowed on it in the sense of like, back when the days when they had
uh,
like the 12 tracks or the 8 tracks, like that's all you could record.
right.
And it's like, and it's really hyper focused. Like, I can only have one guitar, I can only have one piano, I can, whatever, 12, or however I want to use the 12 tracks. Because, like, that would really make you focus, or me focus on the songwriting and like, everything I'm doing in there is super intentional rather than, oh, let me just have this pad synth in the background to make it sound a little full. It's like, no, I don't have room for that anymore. So everything's got to be really killer. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly. And like I feel like limiting yourself in general will kind of make you like more creative. So yeah, I feel like anything you can do to create those limits, and then you'll have to make intentional decisions.
Yeah.
So I definitely agree. That's so
Yeah.
cool.
I think it's something I want to do, something like that, or at least a couple songs just like that. But
Right.
I think it's such an insecurity that especially newer artists, struggle with. It's like, oh, maybe my music isn't that good, so let me just add all this stuff. So it's like
Right.
the more
Yeah.
I add, the better it gets, which is totally untrue.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, like it could definitely sound sick, and you're like, oh, like the beat's crazy.
Yeah.
But like I feel like it just comes down to the songs, like especially for like longevity and charting and all that stuff. It's just got to be a song that resonates.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely. Yeah, man, it's totally true. Less is more, and that is such a profound thing that so many people, including myself, often always struggle with.
oh yeah, all the time. And then it's just like all right. Sometimes we have to be reducers. We're producers.
Reducers. Amen to that. Wow, that is good, man.
Sometimes we do a bunch of stuff, and then we come back later to just like polish it. And we're like, time to put on the reducer hat, and you just
I
go here.
love that.
Like,
That is such a good phrase, man. Oh my gosh. Well, like I've heard the phrase like you're a studio engineer, not an engineer. You know what I mean? Like use your ears, use your ears instead of your eyes, because so
oh
often we
my
mix. We'd be
god.
like, oh, and the vocals I got to bump 2K. You know what I mean? Just to get them a little brighter, or whatever, or beefier. But it's like,
Yeah.
well, maybe if they don't need that, use your ears instead of your eyes. You're an engineer, not an engineer. But dude, a
Ah,
reducer, come on, man.
reducer. Reducer.
Oh, that is funny. That is
Dude,
so
yeah,
funny.
hilarious. Yeah,
I
we
love
like
that.
Trevor and I always joke about it, just like, all right, time to reduce.
Yeah, that
You're
is
reduce.
hysterical. That is so funny, man. I love that.